The coronavirus pandemic has changed so much about the way we live, the way we work, and the way we work out. The fitness industry has pivoted sharply to keep up with the changing times. When Equinox launched its first digital fitness app, Variis, earlier this year, it was only available to Equinox members or those who owned an at-home SoulCycle bike. But starting in October, Equinox chose to make Variis available for anyone to purchase. Joining us now to discuss that decision and more is Equinox Media CEO Jason LaRose. Jason, great to have you with us on the show today. So let's talk about this decision. What went into this decision to make Variis available more broadly?
Well, I mean, the pandemic certainly played a role in that for sure. We spent the first, 6 or 7 months of the year really trying to perfect the experience with the Equinox members and with the Soul Riders. That's a group that's very, very engaged in their fitness. So they give us amazing feedback and we were able to continue to refine the product. But as we got to the back part of the year, there had just been so much demand, people raising their hand, wanting to get access, even if they weren't Equinox members. So we partnered with American Express to go live to the public, and it's been a great time for us.
Jason, when we do see a lot of digital fitness content available for free, how do you stay competitive, especially for those users who are not using Variis with the SoulCycle bike and just using it for the other ancillary classes? How do you make your portfolio of offerings that much more appealing to consumers?
Well, I mean, I think it starts with the brand collective that we're talking about. These are the best brands in fitness. They're some of the best boutiques that you can go to in New York or LA or other great cities. And so when you look at a lineup that includes Equinox and SoulCycle, but also includes Rumble and Solid Core and TB12 from Tom Brady, Precision Run, Pure Yoga, that lineup of brands provides us an opportunity to bring content that's really unparalleled. And we run a TV studio and a content production facility that tries to bring these brands to life at a way that's as premium as what you see when you visit them in real life. So super excited about that collection of brands. But what we knew for sure, even well before the pandemic, was that the members really wanted a mix of physical and digital. And that's something that we could bring uniquely, not only with our own locations, but by choosing partners who have their own physical experiences as well. And as an experiences-based company, it's just been a great opportunity to take amazing collection of brands and a great physical meets digital proposition to give something unique to the industry.
Jason, I'm curious about the pricing strategy, because if you're getting the SoulCycle bike, which is powered by Variis, it's $2,500. That's about the same as the Bike Plus for Peloton. There's a cheaper version at Peloton. What is the demo you are going after? Because it does really feel like you are at the higher end when you think about budgets for at-home fitness devices.
Well, certainly, $2,500 is at the high end from a fitness perspective when you look at the bike market. But these are premium brands and premium experiences. And so when we live in that high performance lifestyle part of the demographic, then, we're certainly focused on bringing the best to them. And so if you look at our bike today, I know how sturdy it is, what the sound quality is, the touch quality, but also the fact that it's an immersive SoulCycle experience. We've been really fortunate to put something out there that, while it is maybe a little bit higher price point, something that people have seen great value in, and we've been having a hard time keeping it in stock. So it's been a good problem.
Yeah, Jason, to that point, I do wonder how you kind of cut through the noise or the association between at-home fitness and Peloton, because frankly, Peloton has become quite synonymous with at-home fitness, especially during this pandemic. How do you build that loyalty? And is it really among those Equinox members, those SoulCycle members that are really latching onto this product specifically?
Well, I think the brands have been brands that have been built for a long time. Equinox and SoulCycle have been leaders in the market space for decades now, and so those brands resonate with the public, and it makes it easy for us to tell a story because those experiences are ones that can be experienced in real life. And when you've been able to touch and feel them, then it's easy to understand what it'll be like to bring that into your home. But we know that people want to have both. So certainly this lineup of brands gives us an opportunity to tell our story. And I think for those people who want the best boxing instructor when they change the channel to do that, we give them that in Rumble, or we give them somebody who's a dedicated run instructor, a dedicated yoga instructor, and we do that from the best boutiques around. So we're really excited to bring that. And so far we've had people reaching from all over, and it hasn't only been those those riders and those members, because even the day we took the first pre-orders on the bike, we got pre-orders or interest from 17 countries, even though we could only ship it to certain markets in the US. So we know that reach is there.
Jason, if you look at the brick and mortar business for Equinox, if you look from the outside, it does feel like there could be some cannibalistic tendencies of the media business versus brick and mortar business. So just give me some insight. How do you work with the brick and mortar business, and are there any synergistic strategies across the two?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we definitely see this as an and proposition, digital and physical, not digital or physical. Before the pandemic, 60% of Equinox members were already using at least one fitness app on their phones to augment or even to guide them through some of the in-club experiences. So we knew that mattered. We also knew that 72% of people who did digital fitness said that made them more likely to want to work out in physical locations. So, that's always been the play for us, is digital and physical. We never anticipated that one of the reasons that you couldn't make it all the time to physical would be pandemic. So that's thrown, a new reason to the top of the list, obviously in a very odd 2020. But that's been the push for us. So the synergy is really that's what members want. It's what people who are engaged in their fitness want. They prefer the in real life experiences, but they can't always get there. Even today, in a world where we've got pandemic, we've got 90% of Equinox members saying they can't wait to come back to the physical club. So we know that physical has a huge role to play, and digital is there to augment for those times when you can't make it.
All right, Jason, thank you so much for your time today. That's Equinox Media CEO Jason LaRose. Thanks again.